We turn now to the second of a four-part series on food pantries, who also receive annual Catholic Appeal funding. Lorraine's Soup Kitchen and Pantry in Chicopee has been providing food for those in need for more than 3 decades now. Late last year, it offered Chicopee residents a new twist on its food distribution method by taking their services on the road. Steve Kiltonic has the story.
To be a resource of food security to the greater Chicopee community by providing access with respect and dignity is the mission of Lorraine's Soup Kitchen and Pantry. For 32 years, through its donors and supporters, Lorraine's has led the fight against food insecurity, which reached unprecedented levels during the past 2 years of the pandemic. Its beginnings go back to 1989 when the Chicopee Soup Kitchen opened. In 2001, it was renamed Lorraine's Soup Kitchen and Pantry in honor of Lorraine Houle, the first and only director of the organization, who served until 2018. Ruben Reyes is the executive director of Lorraine's.
She always made sure to give me a call and just thank me for the work that I'm continuing. And, you know, I would tell her I could never fill her shoes, and that would always give her a laugh.
In 2009, Lorraine's relocated its state-of-the-art facility to Pendexter Avenue. After shutting down during the pandemic, Lorraine's reopened their soup kitchen, which offers free, hot, sit-down meals 5 days a week from 5 to 7 p.m. Lorraine's carry-out meals, started during COVID-19, continues today. Families can receive free groceries at the pantry during the day. A simple non-intake form is all that needs to be filled out to receive food.
For pantry, we could see upwards up to 80 families per day, and then for dinner, we might see up to 50 or 60 families.
The steady increase in pandemic numbers has generated a new group of clients.
We have been seeing our steady increase grow again, and it's not just homeless or low-income families. We're seeing families who make over quite a bit of money in their household who have to utilize a food pantry for the very first time in their life. And we attribute it to people losing their jobs, losing their hours, and also families are now taking in more of their family members.
Murdis Nicholson of Springfield has volunteered at Lorraine's for the past 2 years, cooking and waiting on customers. She's one of the many dedicated volunteers who remain committed to Lorraine's mission.
I love working here.
Why?
I love the atmosphere here. We act like a family when we work here. People are nice, and so we have no problems or anything. So I like working in that type of environment. Giving back to me means helping any way I can to make it more easier for the people to live better and to get food.
Last November, as a result of a $45,000 one-year grant from Theory Wellness, Lorraine's launched a new mobile food pantry.
We found that we really struggled getting to the areas of people who don't live near us, who don't live near a grocery store. So our main goal was to try to provide a service to go out into these areas that are considered food deserts.
Volunteers come during the day to prepackage the food in plastic bags, which are then put in bins for distribution. Axel is one of the volunteers who starts loading the truck around 3. The food includes a healthy balance of all the food groups: vegetables, fruits, protein, pasta, peanut butter. The mobile truck operates Monday through Friday, 4 days a week, at 16 separate sites around Chicopee that are considered food deserts.
We mapped out locations that were at least 2 miles away from a local grocery store, and we wanted to select those areas as our main focal point.
The sites include large housing projects on Broadway and Meeting House Road, elderly housing like Fairhaven and Elderberry, along with the St. Stanislaus School parking lot. On this January afternoon, the truck pulls into the Memorial Avenue apartment complex. Any Chicopee resident can receive food by filling out an initial form with proof of residency. Because the program is still fairly new, Lorraine's hopes news about the mobile pantry will spread by word of mouth. Depending upon the regular attendance and feedback from each site, adjustments may be made for future locations.
Right now, since it's, again, still building, we're seeing between 20 to 30 families per night. Some of these families are larger. I mean, these are families of 9, 8, and although you might hear the number 20, we're really serving a whole household of individuals who are in need of services. So we designated several of our sites to go to senior housing to make sure that that demographic is not forgotten in this expedition.
Reyes said a goal is to get families to try foods they're not necessarily accustomed to.
One of our main objectives was to try to bring more nutrition into the community, so we wanted to emphasize on introducing new types of produce, new types of veggies, and also from time to time we'll include little recipes so people know what to do with a rhubarb.
Thus far, reaction from the public to the mobile pantry has been very positive.
They're very grateful. People are very happy, and they're appreciative that not only are they getting the canned and the boxed goods, but they're also getting fresh produce, and they're getting fresh dairy and things that you typically can't get at a corner store.
Reyes hopes Lorraine's can help dispel any stereotypes about those who receive food assistance.
Lorraine's is here to help. I hope nobody has a stigma against coming to a soup kitchen and people feel comfortable in these locations. We welcome everyone with open arms, and this is a place where we want people to feel dignified and respected when they're getting their free services.
From Chicopee, we travel to the Berkshires next week as our series continues with a profile of the Lee Food Pantry, which services residents in the hill towns. For Reel to Reel, I'm Steve Kiltonic.
All right.
To find more information on the various sites in Chicopee where the mobile truck is scheduled to visit for the month of March, head to iobserve.org for a link, where you can also find a link to make your Lenten offering to the 2022 Annual Catholic Appeal. More than 40 life-affirming ministries and services benefit from the generosity to the appeal. We here at Catholic Communications are among the recipients, and we appreciate your support.